Hello, welcome. I'm Tino, and a few days ago I presented my new heavyweight defensive template, but I did not test on the battlefield. So here it is. I have all my front line with this type of infantry units. They have a damage capacity of 1.9. It's about 1.4 up to 2.2 depending on the situation. But you need something brutal to test it. I put Germany on max level, so I boosted Germany at level 4. This means that they have all, for example, a lot of airplanes, lot of productions, 500 factories. They have railway guns all along the line, and they send endless amounts of units. They have endless production, but as you can see, yes, we have forts. That's why the damage from the enemy is very low, but they will send tons and tons of units, and since they do not suffer, because they are at high level, they are boost, they not suffer kind of attrition or problem with supplies, and they can put tons and tons of units and they end up tiring your units. So you need something super devastating like this one. This is my medium weight unit. I use this, for example, when I play with Poland, is more than enough, but this is the heavyweight version, and the combat width of this one is 27 and the combat width of this one is 50. This means that two of these templates use more combat width than the one of this one, and this one is much better because it's using self-propelled. This one is using just artillery, and this one is also using the option of the self-propelled to add more things. So we are adding entrenchment, the special module that gives us +1 entrenchment, and that's why it's much better and more efficient when you have time. If your war starts in 1941, this one is more efficient. It's actually cheaper than the standard artillery, and this is how it works. We are going to put in on speed 2, and we are going to unpass and see how they vaporize the enemy units very fast. And let's find another combat. Here we have another. The AI made a mistake because they are just arriving at the front and they started attacking, and this means that they are wasting a lot of resources before they can concentrate. But take a look at these two units defending, 1900, the other one 1400, two divisions, 100 combat width, and we still have room for adding another one. And the enemy has two units. We are going to pause at level 2, 1 hour, and the combat is over. The combats are super short. Here we have another one. Says in the hand they are using even artillery, that's why our damage is diminished a little bit, but we have also artillery, but I still didn't move to the front. I have them here in the capital. I should move them to the front line to help us, but let's see this combat. They have tanks here. This one is going to be a little bit longer, 1 hour, and the combat is over. Let's find another one. This one, and pause. Here is taking longer because they have a tank. Let's find another combat. This one, over. This combat, over. Let's see if we can find another massive combat. They keep arriving. Now they are more. Another is gone. Another one vaporized. Another one vaporized. The ideal situation is when they use force attack. If they use force attack, you have a guarantee that they will disappear 100% of the units, and they lost massive amounts of units. And let's do something. Let's check the casualties. Are we going to put at full speed, and we are going to see the casualties of Germany or the allies, the enemy I mean, and see and pause. They are going to reach 1 million. 1 million down. And it seems they stop attacking, not so much. And let's see how much they move the front line. I didn't do a thing, let's check. And we are going to use this one to mark the front line. And the front line seems to be intact. I do not notice any change. No, it's like when we started. So let's pause again and let's see how the combats are going out right now. Here we have a bigger combat, some more units, and let's put on speed 2 and let's see how this goes. It's on speed 2. They keep sending reinforcements. Another one. This is what they do now. They keep sending and sending and sending and sending and sending and sending. And we have lost 1 unit. And we are about to lose the province. So we must do something here. It's kind of too late. But let's try. We can maybe even try to frozen the enemy while we rescue the province. And now we are again, and we are going to send back the units. And this is how do you do it. If you have problems, but it seems that we are okay. Let's see this one and pause. We are dealing 600, so they are taking far more casualties, but they keep sending tons and tons and tons and tons of troops. Let's see how this combat goes on the long run. And we won. This is because we kill faster than they replace. If they manage to replace faster than when you kill, you are going to lose the province. And now let's check again the casualties. And there are 1.2, 1.3. And the time is on our side. We also have more self-repair artillery in stock to replace the losses. We can change all our units. We are losing some terrain here, but our defensive line should be down here. But this is how it works. We have lots of units in reserve. Let me show you. This is all our units that I have them behind the line because I don't want to put too much stress on the railways. You need to have level max all the railway stations. And now let's go to the template. But before going, allow me to show you my save game. On 1942, the German army lost 4 million and most of the losses were due to the Soviet Union. Let me see. United Kingdom 4.1, Soviet Union and United Kingdom 250,000, and we lost Soviet Union. We lost more than 100,000, but it's okay. Let's see the rest of the world. And thanks to the level 4, Germany level 4, the Italians are holding on Northern Africa despite they are on, and they even have a port here, because if the Germans have only one of those units of boosted Germany, they cannot stop the Allies anywhere. So I think that it's going to be very difficult for the Allies to disembark on Germany. But I don't know. And the Japanese have done very well. They have conquered all of China. No, not yet, almost. They have this thing, this big puppet that is from Japan. And they are now conquering the other puppets. These are the templates. This is the medium weight template. I used this as successfully as Poland to defeat Germany in 39 because I need something cheaper to cover the whole line. And this is super effective, a cheap medium tank with a lot of armor and anti-air and soft attack and infantry, and you can add here all the infantry you want, all the artillery you want, depending on your resources. Check your stockpiles in the logistic, and if you have surplus of something, you add it here, and you can make duplicates, so you balance your stockpiles and you keep all your weapons in the front line. This is a good template for the 39, but does not work as the Soviet Union. If you play in super hard level like I'm playing right now, you need something more powerful, and there is where when the improved self-propelled artillery comes into play. Let's see the template, and here it is. As you can see, is almost double combat width, but these tanks have the, let me see the name of the tank. Dozer blades. Why this unit is so powerful and so cheap? Well, because the design of the soft artillery, we include dozer blades. Dozer blades increase the entrenchment points of the unit, and this means that if you have more units, the better, the more entrenchment, and the more beneficial it will be. This means that if you add just simple artillery, the power of the unit will increase in a linear way, but if you add soft and self-propelled artillery, it will also increase the bonus of the entrenchment. This means that the curve will be exponentially up, and this also means that this unit is cheaper than using soft standard artillery in terms of cost, damage done. So it's kind of super win-win in every sense, because you deal far more damage using the same combat width. It's tend to be cheaper, and well, it's kind of perfect. That's why I'm producing and changing all my templates as the Soviet Union to this one. You can do this one in the border with Germany. Of course, you're not going to use this in Mongolia or in the China border, where you have far less supplies, but you get the idea. How to fill all those self-propelled artillery on time? Well, you should design a T1 and start building this from the 36, 37, 38, when you do not have still the soft artillery 39. And this is great because you can stockpile tanks and chassis and then reuse them in the future. So I build a lot of T1. I have just a heavy machine gun because the gun is going to change. I leave one slot for the dozer blades and 2 light machine gun, 1 heavy, and the fixed turret, because later we are going to convert these to soft artillery, to self-propelled artillery. And we use wheels to make this template cheaper, and it's kind of super cheap, 4 point something, so cost the same than a single piece of artillery. But the good thing is that if you build artillery 36, then you are going to discard the artillery, but the tanks we are going to reduce. So it's kind of much better to build this than to build artillery. We are building, of course, some artillery and tank that we are going to be incorporating very soon. And then I made the model T2 and T3. Let me see, the T3 is this one. With the 39 technology, you incorporate the engineering level 2 that allows you to add this, and also develop the 39 howitzer that is much better. So this is the final tank, and I do a final conversion to T3 on before the war starts on the year 39, 40 and 41. I managed to convert them all. Also remember, in the technology, before doing the conversion, let me show you here, develop this technology and this technology. So your priorities should be, at the same time, you should get the 39 technology to get the medium howitzer, at the same time that you get engineering level 2. And that precise moment, instant, at the very instant, you develop the T3 and start building T3. Then you start developing this technology, and when they are ready, you start converting the old T1 to T3, not before. So delay the conversion until you have these two technologies. For the Scout, we are also using this component, and we are using the anti-tank until we get the 39 anti-tank. It's kind of intermediate patch. It helps, and we produce this cheap Scout with wheels also, and we fit all our units with these recon units, all our defensive units. This tank is very cheap to produce, and you just need a few and you get this tool that is super useful for defense. And this is the tank that we are incorporating in all the units. You can use something cheaper, but as the Soviet Union, you can afford this expensive tank. It has a medium howitzer, the improved wielding, the deflective armor, the thing for protection, heavy machine gun. I should put 2 heavy machine guns. Why one? My mistake. Should put another heavy machine gun. And well, some points of armor, some point of speed to keep up. And this is the tank, and you should add one of these to all your infantry units to make them far more stronger. And also, if you have many of these tanks, you can put them all together into a single division, and you have yourself a very good armor division. This could be an offensive template since the tanks are slow. I'm using infantry, but you can use armor trucks, or even use the same, maybe the infantry units, this one. If you replace one soft attack one by another tank, no, sorry, let me find the template, this one, no, this one. If you add one more tank here or two, this unit will have enough breakthrough to do a powerful counterattack all along the line. Actually, as it is right now, you are going to deal a lot of damage to the enemy, and probably you are going to pull back the whole enemy line. And that's a lot. Thanks a lot for the disorder in this video. Hope you understand what I was trying to transfer. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.